There's this tradition that's been going on a while at Hopkinsville Brewing Company.
That will make 4.
As evening arrives, there are certain nights where people grab a drink and settle in for a little Hopkinsville history.
Thank y'all for coming out to History on Tap tonight. In case someone doesn't know me, I am Alyssa Keller.
Alyssa is with Museums of Historic Hopkinsville, Christian County, and what the crew's covering this time is only possible because of the efforts of this man, J.T. Lynch.
Well, J.T. was my dad.
Wendell Lynch is a former Hopkinsville mayor.
He grew up in the era of segregation. He was a survivor. He would often tell us about how things used to be.
By the late 1980s, J.T. was getting older. He'd seen Hopkinsville change so much, but he wanted to remind people of a downtown he remembered from the 20s. It was a downtown full of thriving Black-owned businesses.
And he wanted to document it somehow, some way.
None of us knew that he was working on this and don't know how long it took him to pull it together.
From memory, J.T. created this, a map of Black businesses of 1925.
Like in many communities that had a large Black population, were very self-sufficient.
Between JT's work and Alyssa's additional research,
Painters, paper hangers, and plasterers. Woo!
There's a story to tell where the city had Black doctors, dentists, attorneys, a Black-owned newspaper called The New Age, a Black woman named Nanny W. Carter who was what we'd call a podiatrist today. With their workplaces often alongside Jewish merchants then, the Black businesses had everything.
A chauffeurs club was the name of it. It was a taxi cab stand, had a number of cab drivers working out of there.
J.T. Lynch died several years after that drawing. But you have to wonder what he'd think about this map he drew getting people out for an event like this, making them interested in their city's history.
We have Mr. Lynch to thank for giving us a starting point to look back 100 years on what our community looked like for people that didn't look like most of us, all of us.
He'd been very humbled.
I'm going to close out.
Thank y'all for coming.
His legacy was not to create something around himself. It was really to preserve something for posterity. This was his contribution to our community.
I'm Forrest Sanders, News Channel 5.